a piss about nothing but the time. Blitz, Bama, blitz.
Give me Alabama to break home.
It's when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And here's the guy's trying to take it from us. So that makes the shit personal.
We in here live and we in full effect tonight. I'm JT, your host right here on Sunday night Talk'N Bama. As always, we got that man Herb with us. How you doing tonight, Herb?
Man, it's a beautiful night. This is the greatest show on a Sunday ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just love you guys, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, Herb. And, we are super happy to have you here, as always. Look at that beautiful smile right there. You just can't replace that, okay? Look at that. Domo in the bottom right there. How you doing tonight, Domo?
Man, feeling good, feeling blessed. I am ready to roll, so let's do it.
Yes, sir. What's up, chat? We got a special guest with us tonight, guys. We got a special guest with us tonight. This man right here is all over Bama Twitter. He's trying to make a name for himself. This man is one of the best at it. Love his journalism. My man, Trevion, how you doing tonight, big dog?
Doing good. Just the fact that I'm here. Appreciate you, JT. Appreciate everybody else, Domo and forgot Herb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Herb.
Oh, we're on a good
My bad. See, man, I'm bad. That's something y'all learn about me real quick.
Good night. Everybody have a good one.
Yeah, that's something you'll learn about me real quick because I'm bad with names. But once I get your name down, it's on and popping. But I'm doing real good, man. Happy to be here. Ready to break down a lot of stuff going on around Alabama athletics, not just football, basketball with the Alabama men's Crimson Tide getting in the dance and getting slated at where they are. So I'm ready to talk about it all.
Ready to talk about it all. Got an excellent show lined up for everybody. Cat's giving you some love right here. He's doing great work. Got some what's up, man. Yes, sir. In the building with us. We got a great show tonight. At least he didn't call him Raj. Hey, take a W where you take a W, Herb, okay?
That's true.
Take the W where you take the W, I ain't even gonna talk about people that's not subscribed to channels, on the show, not pointing like elbows or anything at nobody. But, that Domo didn't get it.
My bad. I was zoned out for a minute. I was zoned out. I'm sorry.
I'm over here perking at Domo, man, messing around. All right, guys, we'll get right into it tonight, guys. As always, we start our first topic called First and 10. What's going on with Bama right now? What's going on in maybe football? What's going on with college basketball? We all know hot off the press right now. We got a special guest. We're going to let him start us off tonight on the First and 10. Break it down for me, brother. What's your First and 10 tonight?
Well, my First and 10 will be obviously a selection Sunday. So we're talking about all the teams that got in the tournament and things of that nature. Looking at the Alabama Crimson Tide playing Hofstra, Alabama's being slated at that number 4 seed versus their number 12 matchup, and looking at how that game is going to go. Obviously, Alabama will be favored to make it out of the round of 64. It's some good, interesting notes to this Hofstra team that I was looking at. They're coached by former NBA player Speedy Claxton, so they have some NBA guidance and things of that nature. They got 2 former Rick Pitino coach players, Cruz Davis and Silas Sunday. So, they have some players that know how to play the right way and things of that nature. So it's really about Alabama really getting back to fundamentals in this game and, because now it's surviving the advance, it's do or die. Alabama can't afford to have some of the mishaps that they had in versus Ole Miss, versus Georgia, just versus Florida. You just look at some of the notable losses and stuff like that. So they're going to have to get back to basics. So hopefully a couple days before this tournament starts, Coach Nados can do those things and instill those values back into this team because, they have a good team. I mean, this is more than likely the last time we'll be seeing LeBaron Philon in the Alabama jersey. So, you want to make the most of that and take this ship as far as we can. So I'm hoping that Alabama can do so by, like I said, getting back to those fundamentals and playing complementary basketball, not just living by the 3 ball. But it's a lot to discuss going on with that. But I don't want to take the floor up too much.
JT, you muted.
Mute. I was trying to make sure I didn't interrupt nobody. See how I get going and then, boom. So I was saying basketball is a hot topic right now. Obviously, fresh off the press, we know what's up. Right here, Jackson says it best right here, 174 days away into the tide roll. So basketball is what we got right now, guys, and spring practice videos. That's what we're living off of. I mean, hey, it is what it is, but we're there. That boy, hey, man, look at him. In the flesh he comes, baby.
Yes,
In the flesh he comes. The man, the myth, the legend, Raj. What's going on, brother? Make sure you guys also pause. If you're watching our show right now, you are not subscribed to the Herb and Raj podcast. This is a brother channel right here to us. Herb, him and his brother Raj, they have their own show over there. If you haven't heard of them, you've been living under a rock. They got a Saturday night show they do. And that's, in my opinion, Saturday night show can get crazy. So you definitely want to be on Saturday nights. We had a good one last night. I don't know who popped up mid-show and unannounced and just popped in, you know, and started talking about some crazy stuff,
happened.
you know. But, it happens, you know. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the Herb and Raj podcast. As I get into that, Herb, what is your 1st and 10 tonight? Give it to me, brother.
I know we're going to go into the bracket in a little bit, so I'm going to say my 1st and 10, just appreciation for Nate Oates and what he's, you know, got Alabama basketball to. You know, we have a disappointing kind of end of the season, disappointing loss in the SEC tournament, but you still have to look at the bigger picture where he's brought us to. And look, this was probably some of his most misses as far as like transfer portal and big men, right? Still made the number 2 seed, still comfortably in the tournament. And you look at our draw, still great chance to make the Sweet 16. These are not things that we were comfortably saying before Nate Oates got here. So you can always debate, do you think his strategy is going to work? You know, how's that going to come out? Whatever. But the bottom line is the results are there. It's gotten this team as far as it's ever been, right? So I think we got to put a little faith in him. And, you know, you never know. Do I think this team is built to win the whole thing? No. But do I think we have a great chance with him at the helm and some of the best guard play out there? Yeah. So I think we need to continue to support Nate Oates and keep riding this train. So I'm with him.
Yes, definitely. What is it now? What is it like? 5 consecutive years with like a 4-seed or higher for Nate Oates? Five. So 5 consecutive seasons now with a 4-seed or better. I mean, hey, I don't see where you can complain about that too much. Like, there's not too much complaining needs to be happening there, especially at Alabama, because we're not a huge basketball school as it is. I mean, Domo, wrap us up tonight on the 1st and 10, brother, man. What you got for us, dog? I already see who you about to talk about. I already see it.
What?
I already know you about to talk about it. You about to talk about that safety that's looking like Cam Chancellor for Alabama right now.
Hey, man, listen. I've been preaching Jair Edwards for I don't know how long, man. That's Mark Barron, you know, 2.0.
Boy,
you know, I can't.
That's a great comparison, actually. That's actually a great comparison.
I just think that he's just a step faster than Mark Barron was. But when you look at him, size and tape, man, he loves to hit, bro. So he's definitely a Mark Barron 2.0 in my eyes. But as far as basketball goes, I like the draw that we got. My only issue with us is that two issues. We lack in size heavily, right? And we rely too heavily on the 3 ball. So what I want to see is, like, do we have a backup plan, you know, when the 3 ball is not falling? Because if not, it's gonna be an early exit for Alabama this season. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, hopefully that can, but also basketball at this time, March Madness, is a game of streaks. It's a game of streaks. Right now is the time where you leave it all on the court. You shouldn't be saving legs for tomorrow. You shouldn't be trying to save shot for next game. You play it all right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it is. You want to be peaking now. You want to be heading. You know, you want to be playing your peak ball, your best ball right here. You don't want to peak in the SEC championship, because you win the SEC championship. What does that do for you in the NCAA tournament necessarily?
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what your goals are. So I get that. I agree with that. 1st and 10 for me, I'm going to do it real quick, and we're going to get right into the show, because it's going what I'm going to say is going to lead us into the show. I'm off of basketball a little bit because y'all hit great points. I'm going to go into this offensive line right now. And Alabama spring practice is heating up. Tell me why. We already have 70% of this offensive line named. Probably by August, we're definitely going to have a starting 5. So it ain't going to be no guessing game for week 1 for that O-line, at least. Maybe depending on how play happens.
Yeah.
Further more down the season, et cetera, et cetera. Kick us off tonight, man. Okay, so we're gonna let our special guest go. We're gonna let our man hit it off tonight. And last season, Alabama struggled with consistency in the trenches. If this offensive line gets to going early, how different do you think, if you look at last year compared to this year, you'll look at this offensive line?
I mean, I think it can be a world's different when you just look at the projected 3 players that are already going to be starting. You look at Ryan Grubb pretty much announced the competition at tackle to be over. Jackson Lloyd being 6'7", 310 pounds, and then you look at Racing Delegati leading the controls at that center position, 6'3", 301 pounds, and then you look at Michael Carroll, the only one of 2 returning starters on this offense period. Him and Ryan Williams being the 2 returning starters. Michael Carroll, 6'6", 315 pounds. So if you could just pretty much fill out those last 2 spots at left guard and right guard, I think they'll be cooking, because you look at last year and you look at how much they were rotating up front. They couldn't get a formidable 5 offensive linemen, and I think that more than anything hurt the offense, just because you couldn't protect Ty Simpson enough. You couldn't get anything going in the cohesion wise in the backfield, and it was all because of just the inability to get a consistent 5 out there. So like I said, it's a left guard and right guard still needing to be picked. And I look at my top candidates for those positions. I think Will Sanders, he was the favorite at left guard before he got hurt. He's going to be missing the remainder of he didn't even start spring practice, so he's going to be out this entire spring. You look at Will Sanders, 6'3", 308 pounds. He's physical interior lineman with experience in the system. Only concern is he's missed some time this spring with back issue. But he's a true guard. He has a true guard body. And so I like him at that left guard spot. Also looking at Nick Brooks, the Texas transfer, 6'7", 339 pounds. He's extremely versatile. He's real nimble on his feet. He has some experience in the SEC already, starting a few games for Texas. He could, and like I said, with that versatility that he has, he could easily be right or left guard. And just also looking at Ethan Fields, the Ole Miss transfer, him being 6'3", 319 pounds, he's a strong candidate for right guard. I think him and Michael Carroll would pair nicely together, because Ethan Fields, if you look at his tape, he's always working inside. He's always washing people on the inside and stuff like that. He has some SEC experience. And the sleeper that I got at this position as well is Casey Poe. Casey Poe is a former 4-star interior lineman. Coaches have liked his development from what I've heard this spring and stuff like that. He has a lot of high upside. Him being 6'4", 322 pounds. I definitely like those 4. So like I said, Nick Brooks, Ethan Fields, Will Sanders, and Casey Poe. There's only 2 spots left, but I think those are the main 4 candidates that could pretty much solidify this Alabama front. But like you said, it feels good just to go in having the basis of your offensive line pretty much figured out, because like you said, last year it was a lot of guessing games. The only 2 pillars that you had up front pretty much were Caden Proctor and Parker Brailsford. So now that at least you got 3 now, and then it's only spring. They got April, May, June, and July and August to figure out the rest. And I think the 8A scrimmage will be a big teller of what's going to happen. But the fact that Adrian Clem is here, and you already can tell, just I've seen some practices in person and stuff like that. I've seen some stuff on film and stuff like that. Adrian Clem is bringing a different attitude to this Alabama offensive front. He looks like he's a no-nonsense type of coach. He doesn't take a lot of mistakes. He's quick to replace somebody if they're low, and he's quick to replace somebody if they're not playing up to the standard. And Alabama definitely needs that up front. So even though it's still 2 spots remaining, I have full confidence that Coach Clem and Ryan Grubb can find the remaining 2 best options out of that bunch. hopefully it's one of the 4 guys I've named. If not, if it's a surprise player, hey, I'll take a surprise if they can do the job. That's all it's about. So hopefully Alabama can find those 2 remaining players to fill up that line. But like I said, I think they're in a pretty good position because you look at last year and you look at this year. I think it's a day and night difference. Like I said, and that's pretty much just because of Coach Clem. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So then, basically, to sum up what Joe asked right here, he said, "What are you hearing about Coach Clem going about his teaching, the O-line, being physical, work together on the O-line?" I think you just hit nail on the head right there, Trevion, bro. Basically saying, like, this man's all business, no games. We in here, we trying to get better. We trying to get off the ball. Yeah. And everything I have seen and heard from reports and numerous things, and obviously I'm not as in as some other people are or there, but I have heard his intensity and the way he focuses on practice and detail. And actually, Bear told us on the show that he is very keyed in on, like, the details of what each O-lineman brings. So that's another key thing. We had Bear on a couple weeks ago, and he offensive lineman at Bama now. He's torn ACL, so he's repaired. He's a freshman. But he told us, he had a meeting with him and talking about how the man didn't play no games. So, and that's good. I also loved how the first video I see of him, he's pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I want that. I want him to be a little mad. I don't want everybody handing out damn ring pops and bubble gum to everybody and happy. Like, no, he was over there, boy. He was like, and I was like, hey, I like him. I like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Coach Clem means business. Yep. Comments going crazy on Coach Clem. I just want to, like, 10-second parting interruption on spring ball real quick. Nate Oates just said that we've got a week off, but we can't take a week off. Tomorrow we're gonna have to get after it like we never have before. Mm-hmm. He said we need to get these guys sharp. We need to get them able to play well. So Nate Oates is basically saying, hey, we do got a week off, but we don't got a week off. We need the ball. So that's gonna be exciting to see how that ends up coming out. Herb, the offensive line really is setting in this early. How does that help the quarterback battle going on between guys like Austin Mack and Keelan Russell? Now that we're seeing this O-line already, about 70% done, probably have it all done soon. Obviously that can change. Also, shout out Del Gotti. That's probably the best name in college football this year. I love that name. I love his name.
Get him a sponsorship with NASCAR.
Yes, I love his name.
That's the easy one, right? Like, you have to. If you don't approach him, what are you doing, right?
So, Herb, does the offensive line getting together early and settling in help this quarterback battle at all right here for the O-line?
For sure. So there's a couple ways to approach it too, right? We were all shocked that starters have been named, right? But we were also the same people that were complaining that we had a new offensive line for the Oklahoma game. So it's like you can't do both. So, hey, one thing, the chemistry, because we threw a lot of bodies in there, new coaches, new players, like everything, like it's already been mentioned. So, yes, having certain spots solidified early will help the line build chemistry all throughout practice. You don't want to get to the 8-day game and nobody even knows who is what, right? You've got your first group, you'll get your second group, everybody builds chemistry, you'll be fine, right? Quarterbacks will kind of know how they're playing, what's going on. That'll help build their confidence, especially with first-year starter. You'd like to know, okay, I might have just found out I'm the starter, but the line's been getting together all spring. I know they got my back. I know I'm going to be good. And second part of this, yes, the starters get named, but if you think they're just sitting back, sipping sweet tea at practice and there is no actual competition, those other guys did not come here, because mostly transfer. They did not come here to just sit. So they're still going to be pushing those guys. We know we've been a banged-up team, the last 2 or 3 years? Something is going to happen, and the next guy has to be ready to step up. So just because they've said it's not competition, it's a competition. Your spot can always be taken. So, no, but to your original point, I love the fact that we're getting some guys in there, and I think it will only help out the quarterbacks. Yeah. Oh, Domo laughing at me. I don't know what.
I'm not laughing at you, no.
What'd I do? My bad.
Domo is the type to just be sitting there looking at the air float. Domo will just start laughing. He'd be like,
Man.
That's why we love Damo. Damo always brings the positivity, man. That's
yes, bro. Yes, Damo is, bro. I could say something happened bad. Damo be like, well, at least we still got this, though, man.
I like these type of people around.
I try to find.
Yes,
I try to
I love
find.
Damo, man.
I try to find the
positive
positive in
people.
everything, bro. Like no matter how bad it is, man, there's a positive for everything. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a great way to look at Damo. Why you talking, bro? I got one for you right now. With 70% of this offensive line basically locked in, during spring practice, what does that tell you about the direction of this offense under OC Ryan Grubb? There's a lot of question marks there for him. Do you think this unit becomes Alabama's strength this season? And what I mean by the strength is in like the O-line / offense is the strength this year.
Yeah, I think it will be a strength because we put in too much work in the offseason for it not to be,
Is this a prediction, Damo? I need to know now. Is this a prediction?
Yeah, me too.
Because Damo's predictions don't come true.
So y'all know, I don't shy away from the predictions, So this is all I'm gonna say. The offensive line will be much improved from last season. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's gotta be negative 3 rushing yards, negative 3 rushing
only can go up, man.
Literally always go up.
Like I always say, I'm gonna take a page out of Rodgers' book. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, it can't get as bad as it was last season. So just get you 5 new guys and just see what we do. But whatever you want to do on offense is not going to work unless your 5 guys up front are on the same page. So the fact that we got 70% of the O-line already really put together, that shows that they really trust the guys that they have like on the roster. So I think it's a great thing, and whoever wins the quarterback job, man, they're going to be in great hands. So I think it's a great thing. So.
Yes, I do too. I think it's good. I think it's a good thing to go ahead and get it out now, get things rolling now. Trevion said it best right here with all the production these guys have. This O-line right here, obviously you're piecing it together kind of on the fly, but this O-line is one thing that's going to be a strength for the Tide right here. So Herb, man, golly, Herb, you just say – Herb, man, let me tell y'all about my best friend, man. Herb is wild. So, guys, we're going to move right into the next topic tonight, guys. Hey, stick around for the end of the show because I do have a bold take and a prediction that I'm going to say. And you're going – I told Damo, nobody else is there. I told Damo earlier backstage before y'all got in. I got one tonight that I'm gonna lay my name on. Yeah. And I'm gonna stick with this thin and thin. Now I'll be wrong, but I think I'm gonna be right. Well, first we're gonna talk about the true freshman first. So true freshman impact at Alabama. Why are we talking about that? Well, because we have some freshmen that look like Avengers right now. They're like their 3rd season in at linebacker, but they're playing safety. Yeah. These guys are looking great. Sedarian Morgan literally looks like a flash time machine to Julio Jones. That man is out there. He is built like a building, catching balls. It just doesn't make sense. And moving like that, man, it's a lot. So our special guest tonight, as always, we'll let you go first, man. I got a question for you real quick, and then you go into however you want to break down the freshman. Is there a freshman that maybe isn't getting enough talk about right now that you think could surprise people once the season starts?
That's a good question. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about, like you said, Sedarian Morgan, Jair Edwards, but I'm leaning more towards a guy like Jamarian Matthews. Jamarian Matthews from Gainesville High School in Georgia. He was a player that got after the quarterback, and I know that's something that Kane Warmack loves. He had over 10 sacks his senior year, and he's going to be playing some of that wolf position, and they're going to be able to move him around and put him on the edge. He's a player that can spell a player like Yanze Pierre. So I'm looking at Jamarian Matthews to really make a splash in his first year. I don't want to say how many sacks or anything like that. I don't want to put a specific number on him, but I just feel like every time you see number 41 in the game, he's going to be a player that makes some plays, that makes a stop, that that is dependable, that somebody that Kane Womack and Kalen DeBoer can trust. So I'm definitely looking at a player like Jermaine Matthews to make a splash.
And that D line is a little open too here. Like there's not like set guys in there, so he can definitely get in and get him some wiggle room and get some PT in there. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but a true freshman that I think that's gonna make an impact. Just sticking with those Gainesville boys, looking at Xavier Griffin. Xavier Griffin as well is a player. A lot of people have compared him to Jahad Campbell. He got a little Michael Parsons in his game, but I just like the way he's bulked up since he's got on campus. He came on campus at 196. He's already over 225 pounds. He's a player that plays with a lot of speed. He's a linebacker, but he has the versatility to rush off the edge. He has great ball skills. He's one of the players that a lot of people have been hyped about. So I could definitely see those Gainesville products, like I said, Jermaine Matthews and Xavier Griffin making some noise in their first year. But also another player I like coming into his first year as well. Also looking at a player like a Jordan Edmonds. I know this defensive backfield is pretty filled. I know that they have a lot of talented players already at the controls, but when you see number 16 get on the field, he has the length at 6'3", over 200 pounds. I definitely think that he can come in and whether it's at Husky, whether it's spelling one of the corners at the cornerback position, I definitely think that he's a player that can come in and be productive very early. I mean, I didn't want to go with the obvious ones because I think Jared Edwards, like you said, that Cam Chancellor, that Mark Barron comparison is very real. I think a lot of people don't realize that he's very big, being 6'3", 220 pounds. Man, he looked like he's ready, but obviously he's got to come in and he's got to learn from the players in front of him. Getting Bray Hubbard back and getting Keon Sabb back, and But another player like my dude Jackson says, Jackson 979 says Isaiah Correll. Isaiah Correll is going to be extremely good too. Right now he's dealing with a soft tissue injury. Which limited him in the first 4 practices of Alabama's spring ball. But once he gets healthy, this kid is a monster. He rushed for over 2,000 yards. He had over 30 touchdowns. He runs with a relentless anger and a relentless passion that you can't teach. I mean, that's probably going to be I know one of our next segments is about the running backs and stuff like that, but I just saw that topic, couldn't help myself. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, so those are really my players. Like I said, Jermaine Matthews, Xavier Griffin.
I love the Matthews one, bro. And I'll tell you why, though, because that's a name that a lot of people don't even know yet.
Yeah.
Notice I said yet. I said yet because you will know. Because Matthews is nice. When he committed, I didn't know a lot about him at the time. So I was like, let me go find out some more about this kid. Went and looked up, like everything you said, man, off the ball. D-line is all you want in a defensive lineman too. First step is excellent with that man in hands. I've seen him get underneath some linemen and cut and some different things, and I love seeing that right there because you see a guy with that first step, man. That's huge. Same thing with the offensive lineman. It's the same way. So when we get into this true freshman, Herb, right here, every year. There's at least one true freshman who shocks everybody out of 2026 class. Who do you think has a chance to be the immediate impact? Immediate, like as in like Dejon Lee last year, game 1, guarding Squirrel White.
First off, you already know who you're asking, right? Offensive guy over here, want 50 points a game, can barely remember who's even playing on the defense side of the ball, right? So Cedarian Morgan is going to be my easiest one just because of how pass heavy we are. So obviously Pearl comes in and we're better at running the ball, but I think Hill and AK Deer still might take the reins on offense, running, so might have to wait a minute. But Cedarian Morgan, I feel like that third wide receiver spot is up for grabs. I think dude's a beast. We've already talked enough about him. So that's my easy choice, man. I think he comes in and makes an immediate impact. I think he's just going to be one of those guys you're like, I don't know how to keep him off the field. So we're going to figure it out. And you might actually see Grubb game plan and draw up some plays for particular people this time versus just throwing them out and let whoever run, whatever position, whatever. I think you might see Ryan Williams more, on the outside and let Brooks and Cedarion Morgan kind of work wherever they're going to work. So Cedarion Morgan, my easy one, instant impact. Yeah.
I like that instant impact. Herb, you got a question you want to ask, bro?
Well, so this one was kind of a follow up to what T Ware was just mentioned, because I'm reading his article, not his last one, next to last one, I think, and he mentioned in there Jordan Edmonds and Jaira Edwards as freshmen he thought was going to make an impact. I wanted to follow up with those two. It's in his article, man. I'm just telling you. But in the article, you also reference some Kane Womack question, because we already think we've got a great secondary, and we think all those positions solidified. But in that article, I just kind of wanted you to talk a little bit about Kane Womack thinks it's going to be hard to keep those two off the field, regardless of what our secondary is already looking like.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was definitely something that Kane Womack was alluding to. I think it was Friday that he spoke with the media, just talking about getting that production out of those high school players. Obviously, this secondary is deep, so you can't expect immediate production, but he's looking for players that fit the maturity level, that fit the physical style that he wants to play. And I think that Jordan Edmonds and Jaira Edwards definitely fit those descriptions. And obviously, looking at the secondary, they have Dijon Lee, they have Brown, they have I forgot his name. They have Bray Hubbard, they have they have Keon Sabb, they had Red Morgan, they have Zay Mincy and stuff like that. But Jaira Edwards and Jordan Edmonds, they are players that it's going to be hard to keep them off the field just with their production and just how they have come in their first couple months and approached this offseason. Both came in and they both had some weight gains from when they were originally recruited to how they come into fall camp now. So I'm definitely excited about those two. I definitely think that those two can fit in a array of spots. Obviously, Kane Womack is looking for some players that can fit at their Husky positions. I definitely think that Jaira Edwards can fit there. It's going to be hard to, just find spots for everybody, but with their talent, like I said, it's going to be hard just to keep them off the field too. So I definitely think that it's a good problem to have. Kane Womack was saying that in the first 2 years that you want to start seeing that production, and Kane Womack already referenced them too as two players that they're seeing get out of early. I mean, yes, they've only had one padded practice, but they're looking the part. They're standing on the business that they're supposed to stand on. They're very coachable players, so I'm excited about those two. Obviously, it's a lot more dominoes got to fall and stuff like that, but I'm definitely thinking that Kane Womack would be confident in putting those two to give players like Bray Hubbard and Keon Sabb just a breather real quick. And obviously, those players got to get in and make the plays, but if they continue trending in the direction that they're trending, I don't think Alabama will miss a beat. So, like I said, Kane Womack kind of referenced those two players Friday when he was asked about it, and just going off of practice film and going what I've seen from my own eyes, I definitely think those players can do that. So hopefully I'm right. We'll see. But
hey, that's the way to look at it, though, bro. That's the way to look at it. You gotta let the coaches coach.
Yeah,
and they're gonna tell you all the. I heard what's his name from On 3 say it. He said in spring football is one of the best times of the year. Why? Because I could be like, Keelan Russell's gonna win the Heisman Trophy. No. JD from On 3.
Oh, JD
from On 3. He said I could say Keelan Russell's gonna win the Heisman. Okay, what do you have against me that says he isn't? Like it's the best belief time ever. Like it is. You can believe whatever you want because there's not a game Saturday to prove it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is one of the best times. So when we talk about spring ball, I think it's one of the reasons it's exciting. And Herb, that was a great question, bro. And trying to see about Kane Womack's mind right now, because I think the way he talked Friday, like you said, when he spoke to the media, that was one of the since Saban's left. That's the best coaching quote I've seen from Alabama. I want to get back to being dominant and not just. And he says, you know what I mean too, like yeah, we've had some like spurts where we've been dominant, but he's like, I want to be like, I do not want to play them. Like, it basically is the mindset I'm getting from when he says that. Like, I don't want to have to play them guys. And a lot of times people did not want to have to play Alabama when Saban was there. So, I'm not saying this, with the Saban thing, but yeah. Hit the like button, guys. Make sure you're in here, guys. If you are in here, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well, guys. Domo, right here, wrap us up on this, man. Everybody didn't take everybody for you. I got a good question for you, okay? I got one of the best questions for you, Domo. All right, because it's a great question right here because you can give me multiple answers. So let me explain to you.
Yeah.
With the talent Alabama's recruiting this cycle, do you think that we'll see multiple freshmen on the field, or will they need a year to develop?
Yeah. I think this is the year that you will see like a lot of freshmen hit the field because Alabama is a young team, and I said it, bro. This class right here, like, might actually set the standard for Kalen DeBoer. That's how many dogs, playmakers, elite talents, game changers are really in this class right here. So yeah, they're gonna have to play early. We're gonna be a young team. And I think that those guys are capable of actually like producing and being key contributors for Alabama in year one. So I think we may see like at least, I'll say like 5 or 6 freshmen that step up for Alabama this coming season. So yeah.
And give me 2 names right now. I don't care if they've been said. I don't care. Give me 2 honest names. If you had to put $1,000 on a bet right now for the 2 most productive freshmen at Alabama this year. The 2 most productive freshmen means they have that. Not saying they have to be the best freshmen in the country, but for Alabama, 2 of the most productive, whether that's tackles, stats on running, rushing, receiving, whatever. Who the 2 you like this year, Domo?
For one, I'm gonna say Jawar Edwards.
I knew it. The big dog.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah.
I just think he's gonna be too good to keep off the field.
Yeah.
And Trevion Morgan, Herb, like you said, I think that receiver 3 spot is really wide open. So I can see him coming in and grabbing that spot as well. And I'm gonna say EJ too, because I'm not gonna say the RB conversation is over with. I think that room is wide open as well. And I do think that EJ is going to bring back that running back narrative to Alabama, So I'm going to say those 3 right there. So, yeah.
I like how you brought that up because we're going to slide right into the last topic, talking about that running back, baby. And normally I you know what? Actually, I'm going to save it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go last and say what I got to say about the top 3. I'm going to let everybody go first.
Yeah.
And I hope nobody takes what I'm going to say. If they do, then I'm going to be like, hey, I'm on board with you, bro, because I was going to say the same thing. But we will see how that goes as we get going. So, guys, RB1 Battle, could someone be challenged for the top spot? So when I say this right here, people jump down my throat quick. I didn't realize that we had a 1,000-yard rusher last year, and there was just an undisputed number 1. And everybody would just jump down my throat when I said that was running back. I was like, I'm like, whoa, I'm just asking a question. That we're so focused on quarterback battles. We're seeing the O-line play itself out. The D-line's going to play itself out real good. That the linebackers, we're hearing some good things with Woodson and QB Reese. I'm liking that too. This running back room, there could be a potential RB1 battle without it even being said. Okay, when there's a guy that you just see out there that's better in the game, more explosive, you're going to roll with that guy in the game. So that's what I'm getting at. We look back at the end of the game and you see EJ Carell or AK Deer sitting there with 12, 15 carries, and Daniel Hill had 8 or 9, and you're like, whoa, but he was you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by it could be a battle without even being a battle. Because when the hot hand gets rolling in the game, you're not worried, he has 8 carries? Yeah, let's give him just 5 more, no more after that. Like, you don't do – It's not a thing. You don't just stop giving guys carries when they're hot like that. Like obviously you don't want to wear them out. He did lose some weight.
Yeah.
I'm not an anti-Hill either. So let me get this straight too. I'm not anti-Daniel Hill. I love Daniel Hill. I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm asking is RB1, is there a battle right now? Trevion, I'm gonna go straight into you tonight, bro. The last season, where the run game struggled behind an inconsistent offensive line, so you cannot put that all on the running back. So that's why I'm not trying to say this is a Daniel Hill problem, where our offensive line couldn't get off the ball. Do you think the RB1 slot is already locked up, or could we see a legit battle maybe going into camp fall, into the games, and so forth and so forth?
I mean, honestly, I think it could be a legit battle. Yes, Daniel Hill did what he could in that backfield last year, having 75 carries for 284 yards, 3.8 yards per carry. A lot of that was because of the struggles up front. He still had 6 touchdowns, proved to be a capable pass catcher out of the backfield. But with the talent that they have, I think they could go with the approach of running back by committee. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but if you look in the past and look at when Alabama had that running back by committee approach, you look at players like Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson. You look at Trent Richardson and Eddie Lacy and T.J. Yeldon and Kenyon Drake. And then you look at T.J. Yeldon, Derrick Henry, and Kenyon Drake, and Derrick Henry and Damian Harrison and stuff like that. Every time that they've had the powerful backfield, stuff like that, I don't think it's just been one particular running back. I think it's been a by committee approach. I think we could see that in 26. Looking at the development of AK Deer. AK Deer looks a lot better this year. I mean, yes, I feel like last year the reason why he didn't get on the field is just because learning the playbook, adjusting to the college game and stuff like that, because he had all the talent in the world. Every time he touched the ball last year, he pretty much made something happen. I mean, I know that was against lesser competition and stuff like that outside the Georgia game, but he pretty much was productive when he did get the ball in his hands. But you look at the return of Kevin Riley. Last year he showed flashes, averaging 6.3 yards per carry. Obviously, EJ Carrell, the top running back in the nation, he reclassified and still was the top running back in the nation. He's still supposed to be in high school right now. So, then he had 56 rushing touchdowns, over 3,000 yards and stuff like that. So I definitely think that it could be a running back by committee approach. I think Daniel Hill coming in to his second year, him being pretty much the lead dog at the position just by status, him being a junior now. So it's really like the comment says, Dan Hancock, the comment says this is really about who can pick up those blitzes and be great in pass protection. Obviously, Daniel Hill, he kind of had his ups and downs in that department last year, but I think that that's something that he'll get better at this year. Daniel Hill, he's really a power back, a goal line back, or early down back. But you look at Kevin Riley's game, he's explosive, change of pace type of back. AK Deer got speed that you can't teach, so you might have to just put him on there just to give it a different element to the offense. And then also looking at a player like Khalifa Keith. I know the transfer from Tennessee and Appalachian State. I know he don't have a lot of production, but he's a player that you can put in there on pass protection. He's going into his senior year now. Said that Daniel Hill was the lead back by just status, classification, but it's actually Khalifa Keith, and I think Khalifa Keith can help them in the pass protection game. Just with his size, he's over 6 foot, 230 plus pounds. So that would help Daniel Hill not get beat up so much. But I definitely think they could be a running back by committee approach, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Unless somebody rises above the rest and proves that, hey, I'm RB1. I definitely don't think that that'll be a problem, considering that the offensive line is supposed to get significantly better. Because, like I said, it can't go nowhere but up. Literally, they had one of the worst rushing attacks in college football. They had one of their worst rushing seasons. I was looking at a stat a couple weeks ago that I think they said yards per game and stuff like that. It was one of the worst since 1942. I don't know how accurate that is, but the fact that you can even pull a stat like that up, I definitely think that with the new direction and stuff like that, it should get better. So pretty much to answer your question, yes, I do think it could be someone challenged for that top spot, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think, like I said,
yeah,
you can get a yin and a yang. It can be it can be a mix of both, and that's how you can wear those defenses down. You can wear those fronts down, and you can keep the opposing defensive coordinators guessing. So I definitely think that all the running backs in the stable are talented. I definitely think that they bring a different type of skill set, each and every one of them. So it's really just about finding who can do what the best and putting them in the best position to be successful. But right now, obviously, I've been seeing Daniel Hill take those RB1 snaps, so it's looked like it's trending in that direction. But it's too early to tell. Like I said, EJ Carrell's still going through a soft tissue injury. So, with them going on spring break and stuff like that and not having practice till the 24th, that should give him time to kind of heal up and stuff like that. So I think we're a long ways from seeing what the rotation will be. But I definitely think it could be a rotation and not a lead, just a lead main character in that backfield. I think it could be several.
I was muted. I caught myself in mid-word. I caught myself. Yes, I agree, bro. And that running back room, that's why I posed the question of that. And not saying that they put it up, hey, there's a battle going on. Because right now it's probably not necessarily, like you said, it's healed. Now, when we get in the game and something happens and you're like, whoa, like, okay, I like that. Like, you're not going to take away like, oh, yep, he ran the ball too good. Don't give him the ball no more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's where I think it could play its role out, which we will see whenever that happens. East Carolina, I assume I'm not going to try to pull the Saban thing here and say everybody's going to play. You don't know everybody's going to play? That dude asked him about you think everybody's going to play this week? He says, you think because we're playing lesser competition that everybody's just going to get to play? No, but I do think everybody will possibly get a burn. Also, you're going to want to see both quarterbacks. I don't care who wins the battle. You're going to see the other one at some point in that East Carolina game, barring it being a 3-point game. And it better not be because we'll have way bigger problems. We'll have way bigger problems going on in Tuscaloosa. So, yeah, and that right there is going to be a very interesting one. Domo, I ain't going to let you go last this time. I'm gonna let you go. And I'm gonna put Herb on the last seat right there. So you know, Domo, what type of running back does Alabama need? He said, Domo, what type of running back does Alabama need this season in RB1? A power back, grind it out, an explosive home run hitter, or is there something different you're thinking we need? Maybe a 2-back system. Do we need that type of thing back? How do you feel about the running back position?
Well, I definitely do think that we'll have at least a 2 to 3 back system because that's how talented the room really is. But I think the kind of running back that Alabama needs will depend on what type of situation that we're in. Like say we're in an obvious passing down, you need your best blocking back in there, right? Or say we need an explosive play, you might see a Kevin Riley or A.K. Deere or EJ Crowell. Or say we're in a 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, and we need that power back to get us at least 2 yards. You might see a Daniel Hill. So I do think that the room is wide open. We all know that I'm really big on Daniel Hill going into this season. Like, hopefully he just takes over the job, and they just battle it out for a RB2 spot. But I think that the kind of back we need would really depend on the type of situation that we're in. So, yeah.
Say a happy medium. I need to know Grubb won't leave the run game because we need guys consistently getting 5 yards. I agree, Kat.
Yeah.
You can't abandon the run game. You can't just abandon it. Obviously, Ryan Grubbs knows that. I've heard him speak about this already. Heard him speak about the offensive line. He's not shying away from the elephant in the room. No pun intended on that. But I had to say it.
That was a Herb right there, bro.
That was.
I mean,
that was
wasn't it?
That was a,
That's a Bardo. That's a Bardo.
Oh my goodness.
So Herb, wrap us up. Nice. So you ain't even got to bring us home because I'm gonna wrap us up because I got a hot take on this topic that I'm about to give everybody for the 2026 season. I'm gonna give it to you right now on March. What is it? 15th on March 15th. I'm gonna give it to you, Herb. Right here. If the offensive line improves and we're like we're hearing in the spring right now, okay, which running back benefits the most? Obviously, everyone will, but is there a style of running back that will benefit more from this than another one?
AK Deer. That's my guy. He stayed. You know, we say stayed. Now his freshman coming in.
Yeah.
I feel like
I know we
Domo
like
right
Daniel Hill. I know we like the big guy back there, but I just feel like if you're gonna give somebody a hole, AK Deer's gonna hit it and hit the whole thing. Yeah. You know, Daniel Hill. I think part of the weight gain was I think he was also, or the weight loss. He was also not. He got gassed a little quicker than people thought. And as that bigger back is kind of like we mentioned, it was last year, and then we, T. Ware just mentioned it a little bit ago, more of your goal line back, So I could see Deer still having the most production and Daniel Hill still leading the team in touchdowns. That was something I thought last year would happen. So I could still see that this year. But AK Deer is going to be the home run hitter. He's going to be the guy. Look, you handed me the question. What did you want me to do?
I just feel like Domo right now because I should have just went first. I think it's
AK Deer. That's my guy.
But it's cool, Herb, because let me tell you about my best friend. All right, so best friends think alike, Herb. So AK Deer for me all the way. We're talking about the 2026 season right here. Yeah. Give me AK Deer as the lead running back for Alabama. I do believe AK Deer will be the guy. Yeah, well. Maybe not week one because, like I said, they're going to feel some things out. Yeah, I think once they get on the field and you start seeing him on the field, it's going to be like, yeah, this guy's got to have probably 10 touches a game. Like, he's going to have to. Like, he's too good. Whether that's some dump-offs, because I think that's another part of the game you're going to see that we didn't see as much last year. Sometimes, like, Ty dumping it off or something like that. I think this year you could see some more running back screens. Think about it. We did a walk-off game in LSU with a screen pass.
Yeah.
In 2012. Yeah. Like, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a walk-off, but basically it was a walk-off. Like, it was 17 seconds left or something like that. So, AK Deer, you talked about him in space. AK Deer in space is one of the best players on Alabama and in college football altogether. The man is elite. He is fast. I love his vision. Obviously, these are practice videos. You can only take, little bits and pieces from. Yeah. These videos we're seeing, obviously, that offensive line is opening up like the Red Sea. But, man, AK Deer is hitting that hole. Like, and I'm loving seeing what I'm seeing. Give me AK Deer as one of JT's guys this year. I'm definitely going to lock him in on I'm going to have a guys list of JT's guys. I'm going to have about 5 of them I'm going to pick for Alabama. These 5, I believe, will be the most productive team in 2026. I'm going to take a bold dive at it this year. He is number 5. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it 5 weeks in a row. I'm going to give you each one each week. This is the first one. Number 5 is AK Deer for me on my list. Number 4 will be next week, and I'm going to go on and on and on and clip these. But I do believe it's AK Deer season this year. Obviously, other running backs will get a burn. I believe he's going to be the guy, though. Just my personal opinion, personal take on that. And yeah, Herb, I see what you said. Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm always gonna do that. It's okay. You didn't necessarily take my take necessarily because regardless of the fact we're in March and I'm gonna say I'm putting my name on AK Deer right now. I feel like this is literally not like I know something somebody else doesn't. This is just a bold take that I'm taking. That it is. Because last year, what did I say last March? Herb Domo. What name did I preach from probably March on until August?
Was it AK? It was AK, right?
No, Yanze Pierre.
Oh, I'm tripping. You did.
I said Yanze Pierre. Every episode I talked about Yanze Pierre last year in the summer. I said Yanze before everybody. It blew up. I said, Yanze Pierre, y'all. Your YP42, baby. YP42. And now he Agent Zero from Eufaula, Courtney Upshaw's cousin as well. That man is a phenom, okay? And I'm so glad to have him back. I'm so glad to have him back. So Roll Power Productions, Bentley said Hill, AK, Riley, EJ. I could see EJ's also stated that he's cool with chilling this year. Like he said, if I have to play, I play. If I don't, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's not like I'm transferring because I'm not playing. Like, so I do like hearing that out of him, especially him being like a high level player that could go anywhere in this country and probably play.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he's like, hey, I'll wait my turn here. Obviously he's probably going to wait 3 years, but next year he probably going to burn this year, but next year I do believe it. We do have a loaded running back room. I believe we have a loaded wide receiver. I believe we have a loaded team. I asked Christian Miller this question on his show. I said, is 2026 a building season for 2027? Because think about 2027 next year. Think about how many returning players we're going to have. Think about how many these freshmen we're talking about right now that are going to be sophomore. And then the other guys. And at that point next year, there is not one player on that team that has any ties to Nick Saban recruiting, coaching, playing. It is all KD. Now, this year, you literally only have like probably 3 guys. Jamarian Latham, Yonze Pierre, Ryan Williams kind of was, but he didn't play for him, but he was recruited by him.
Wasn't Bray recruited by Bray? It's Bray, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% on that one. I was going to say Bray, but I'm not 100% if he was recruited by Saban. But I think he came through the crossover year with DeBoer and him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that one. But yeah, there's not the guys are going now. It's Kalen DeBoer's team and staff, so there's no that ain't his guy, that's his guy, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, he got his full fingerprints on this program from the coaching staff, the assistant coaches, and everything. So now I really think that this will be part of the year that they can start to judge him, but really start to put things into real consideration going forward. Now, like you said.
Well, Justin Riley comes in from the Bama Center right here. Bray was a Saban guy, so that is a thing right there. So I didn't know that one. Actually, I couldn't remember. Actually, I knew it was around that time. I knew it was right around that time. That's going. Before we close it out tonight, my man Trevion, bro, let the people know where they can find you at. Everything you got going on, your social medias, your podcast as well. Where they can find your journalism at and all the great stuff, brother.
Oh, well, first off, you can find me on X at Tware1K. I write for the Bama Hammer. My stories are pretty much accessible. I always post a story a day if I can. You can just scroll down my timeline and see it. If not, the link's in my bio at Bama Hammer. They're a sister network of Sports Illustrated. They're with FanSided. So right now I'm only 27 years old, trying to get my journalism career off the ground and stuff like that. I've been in Alabama since 2024, so I'm really enjoying my 3rd year in this space. But that's pretty much all I got. So and also my podcast, Alabama Voice of College Football. We're a growing podcast. We're a growing channel. Right now, we still trying to get up to 100 followers. We kind of started that out late. I've been kind of trying to get more on myself about that, so you can follow that page at Alabama Voice of College Football is VOCFB. And other than that, that's pretty much all I got. But yeah,
I was trying to find it. He commented on it earlier, bro. I was trying to find the page.
Yeah, I think he followed me earlier. Did I follow you back earlier?
No, somebody commented earlier, bro, and had the comment. Now I'm trying to find the comment now that they said they had your podcast up there. I'm looking for it now. I was going to pin it.
Give me a second.
I'm looking, Herb, let the people know what you got going on, brother, where they can find you at and everything like that, big dog.
Herb and Raj podcast. We live 2 times a week, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. And then, like they've already mentioned, Saturdays, the Unhinged show at 8:30. This week we'll have a lot of basketball coverage with the brackets being set, but you never know what's going to happen or who's going to pop up. But check us out on all platforms, Herb and Raj podcast.
Yeah.
And Herb and Raj podcast. What's up, bro?
Yeah, and I was saying the name of the page was Alabama VOCFB. VOCFB, Voice of College Football, Alabama VOCFB. Yeah, I know you gave it a follow earlier, so I appreciate that. And wanted to let you know, Herb, I've already subscribed to y'all. Obviously, I've already subscribed to you. Looking to be back on here later down the line. So, just building those bridges right now. Definitely appreciate all y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, man. If there's another show you want to get on, I don't want to jump the gun, but Herb and Raj would love to have you on as well, bro. They would. I know they do a show as well, man. They have two different dates too, so they can get you on. And then Domo, we're about to wrap up, man. And Domo could talk to you as well, man. If you're free on Friday nights, Domo will let you know about his other show they do on the channel right here. Him and Hunter have a show as well. Domo, let the people know what you got going on, where they can find you at, man, and about the Bama Blueprint.
Yeah, man. Y'all can find me Friday nights, the Bama Blueprint. My brothers, Hunter and Corey Bama. You can find me here Sunday night talking Bama with JT. And one of my favorites, Herb, as well. You know, Herb. But in all, man, you can find me on the best Bama channel, that there is. You can find me on TikTok at Domo Reacts. That's DOMO_Reacts. And you can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at just straight Domo Reacts. So, yeah.
Emphasize on the best. That's what Domo is a fool. I rock with him, though, man. Thank y'all for joining us. It's been an excellent show. You guys are fantastic, and I don't want to get real sentimental real quick, guys, but I do want to just stop and say thank you for the little bitty spotlight y'all give us, the little bitty spotlight on our TikTok pages, on our views, whatever, man. Thank you guys so much for watching us, kicking it with us week in and week out. I have so many DMs I get now from different people just asking me different stuff. Can I watch a game with you, JT? Man, you're funny. You act like so-and-so I know. I just want y'all to know, man, that means a lot to me. You hold a special place in my heart, especially this show. Domo, Herb, you guys are like brothers to me. And I'm super, 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 super. There goes Herb's wife right there, Britt. She is she is part of the channel as well. And she has say-sos y'all don't even know about, just like my wife. When things happen, if the wives speak, that's what happens. Just so y'all know. So the wives can't the wives make a decision. Me and her, we have no decision to make.
And you know what, JT? I also want to tell her thank you for taking up for me the other night. We just gonna leave it there. But I thank you so much for taking up for me the other night. I really appreciate it.
Oh my God!
So Mountain Dew's coming soon, Justin. It's coming soon. It's in the work right now. He said, I don't want to be within. I said, I don't want to be within 50 yards of JT to go. Yeah, nope, you don't. I am crazy. Yes, that is very true. That's why 90% of the time I watch the game at a house. Now, when I do go out in public, I do have a persona. I can keep a little lid, I can keep a little lid on, but yeah, Kat, I am crazy. It's best for me to watch the game at the house. But with that being said, though, thank you guys for joining us. All you guys. And also right now, there's 11 people on Big Mike's channel. There's 12 people on my Twitter. There's 39 people on Herb and Rogers. Right now, stop what you're doing. Stop right now. I see you. Yep, you looking at the screen. Stop. Come over right now to YouTube. Type in RollTide_Nation and subscribe right now to the channel, guys. Thank y'all for joining us for another wonderful night. We'll be back next Sunday night. And on Friday night, do not forget that we have Hunter and Domo for the Bama Blueprint. These boys bringing in guests. They just had Bear on. They had I call them the cousin show, Way Offsides. The cousin show, Way Offsides podcast. They came on Friday night. Make sure y'all go back and check out that episode. It's been great. Hey. How many days we got?
174, I think.
Yeah.
174.
It'll be here before we know it, man. A-Day right around the corner, man. A-Day right.
Hey, you're gonna be at A-Day, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. We could definitely link
we're
up.
all gonna be there, so we have got to link when we get there, bro. And all of us have some lunch, hang out. He said, "Word on the street is JT's the wrong." Hey! Before we end this show, we cannot end it on that. JT is far from a wrong.
You know you should not put that comment up in the first place.
Hey, listen,
we cannot.
pissed when he won the Royal Rumble. He
Oh,
was
yes.
pissed,
But
he
okay,
was
Dama, let me
pissed.
explain. Before we get off, let me just explain why, though. You have to announce that the Royal Rumble winner is going to be on Raw. Why?
Yeah.
Because he's never there.
That's
Why
true.
does he win?
That's true.
Give me Javon Evans. Give me
That's
the young
true.
guy. Give
Yeah,
me
that's true.
somebody. I don't know. Give me somebody else, man. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. This ain't WWE. I'll get on Big Mike's channel, and I'll get on there one day. I do want to talk some wrestling, and I need to talk with Mike. Another thing. What's Mike's channel's page? I can't remember the channel page, Herb.
The Run-In Wrestling Podcast.
Running Wrestling Podcast right now, guys.
Run in Wrestling Podcast.
Run-In Wrestling Podcast. Running.
Yeah.
Run-In
Yes.
Wrestling Podcast.
Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central.
Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central, guys. That's another guy that's
running?
helped us out a lot.
Yeah, my bad. I was just trying to get the name because I'm trying to subscribe to everything y'all got going on, so I can say
Mike. Big Mike is great with wrestling, and he has his own wrestling show. Mike has done our graphics here, like this Talk'N Bama little slide through thing, the stuff on the bottom, the backdrops, the logos. Mike is excellent, so that's why I'm huge shout out to Mike. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mike's channel as well. I'm gonna get out of here and get out of y'all's hair. As always, we won't give a piss about what, Domo?
Nothing but the top.